What is going on, YouTube? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this very quick conversation and just about some stuff that I wanted to talk about. First of all, I wanted to talk about the passing of Lisa Marie Presley. When I found out that she had passed away, I was shocked. There was a lot of news reports, a lot of headlines popping up on my phone about how she was found unresponsive, and then she was taken to the hospital, and then she was in a coma. And this whole entire time, I thought she was going to pull through and she was going to wake up. But unfortunately, she passed away on January the 12th, 2023. Her father's birthday, I think, was on January the 8th. On January the 10th, she had just attended the Golden Globes to see Austin Butler win his Golden Globe for portraying her father, Elvis, in the movie Elvis. So on the 10th, she's at the Golden Globes. On the 12th, she is no longer with us. Absolutely shocking. So a little bit about, you can read all of this stuff on your own on Google, Wikipedia. There's tons and tons of websites out there about the Presley family. But so we all know that she is the daughter of Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley. When her father passed away, she inherited his estate along with her grandfather and her great grandmother. She inherited the entire Elvis estate with her grandfather and her great grandmother. And when she was 25 years old, when both her grandfather and her great grandmother had already passed away, she inherited the entire Elvis Presley estate, including Graceland. At the time that she inherited the estate, it was valued at $100 million. In 2005, she sold 85% of the Elvis Presley estate to industrial media, but she did keep control of Graceland. I did not know that Lisa Marie Presley was also a singer. She had released 3 albums between 2003 and 2012, I think. She collaborated with Pat Benatar. She also did a song with her father, posthumously, of course. I also found out that Sofia Coppola is releasing a film called Priscilla, and it's based on Priscilla Presley's memoir, Elvis and Me. And in that movie, an actress by the name of Emily Mitchell will be playing a young Lisa Marie Presley. So that the release of that movie now is going to have like a whole new meaning because of the passing of Lisa Marie Presley. She was married to Danny Keogh first. She had 2 children with him, Riley Keogh and Benjamin Keogh. Unfortunately, Benjamin Keogh passed away in 2020 of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. I remember reading about the passing of Benjamin Keogh, and I remember thinking to myself, when I was reading the articles about his passing, there was like a lot of, I kind of saw it as like a very mysterious death, but I guess they had concluded that it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And obviously we know that Lisa Marie Presley was never over that. She then married Michael Jackson, and she was married for him for a very short period of time. I think it was about 2 years that they were married. I remember living through that. The world was just so shocked when the daughter of Elvis Presley married one of the biggest, icons in history, Michael Jackson. It was just sort of like, was this like a match made in heaven? Because you have these 2 people who grew up in the spotlight, who were, associated with greatness, who were greatness themselves. Just these 2 very well-known figures, these iconic people getting married. It was just like, wow, what is going on? Do the heavens finally align properly? Or is this, meant to fail? Well, they were only married for 2 years. And I remember Lisa Marie Presley talking about their marriage. And I don't remember the exact details, but I remember her giving an interview and basically said that it was a very unusual relationship. It wasn't a conventional marriage. I don't even think that they slept in the same room, if I can remember correctly from that interview. But it was a very unusual living arrangement, as we can all imagine. During the time that they were married, it was at the height of Michael Jackson's legal problems with the child molestation allegations. And it was Lisa Marie Presley who had encouraged Michael to settle these cases instead of trying to fight them in court. She believed in his innocence, but I guess she also just, was encouraging him to settle just to kind of like, let's do whatever we can to put this behind us and move forward with our lives. But the articles did stress that she did believe that he was innocent. After that, after she got divorced from Michael Jackson, she married Nicolas Cage. Now, I lived through that as well. And I remember people saying that the only reason why Nicolas Cage married Lisa Marie Presley was because he was a big time Elvis fan and he collected a lot of Elvis memorabilia. And I remember people saying that the only reason why he married her was because she was the daughter of Elvis and this was the biggest Elvis collector's item. That was a very short-lived marriage. She was married to him less than however long she was married to Michael Jackson. After that, she married Michael Lockwood. She had two daughters with Michael Lockwood, twin girls, Harper and Finley Lockwood. And I think right now they are teenagers. I think they're still teenagers, if I'm not mistaken. So this has got to be just absolutely devastating for her children, her mother, obviously her fans, the people that love her. It's just unbelievable that she's gone. She was at the Golden Globes on January the 10th, and she left this world on January the 12th, just like that. So rest in peace to Lisa Marie Presley. Moving on to Kanye West. So TMZ is reporting that Kanye West had a secret wedding ceremony, and his new bride is Bianca Sensory. Bianca Sensory, I'm not sure exactly how old she is, but from the pictures that I saw, she looks like she's probably in her 20s, maybe early 30s at the oldest, but definitely a whole lot younger than Kanye. She worked for Kanye as an architectural designer at Yeezy for several years. They said that they had a wedding ceremony, but no marriage certificate has been filed yet. Kanye was spotted wearing his wedding ring. He also released a new song titled Sensory Overload, and Sensory is spelled like Bianca's last name. So Kanye is pretty smitten. I don't understand how anybody would want to enter the chaotic world of Kanye West. I just don't understand. It seems like right now Kanye West, his world is completely like a circus. Why someone would voluntarily want to be a part of this, I have no idea. You have to deal with a very well-known ex-wife. You have to be the stepmother of 4 well-known children. You're going to be by proxy or whatever, inadvertently part of this Kardashian clan as the stepmother of, Kim Kardashian, Queen Kim Kardashian's children. There's been a lot of talk about Kanye West and his mental stability and whatever's going on with him. I just don't understand why you want to live this life. I don't know. It must be love. It must be love. And maybe she centers him. Maybe she brings him peace and calm. I don't know. But good luck to Bianca Sensory, because girl, you're going to need it. Lots of luck and lots of prayers. Moving on from there, Amy Winehouse. Who does not love Amy Winehouse? Amy Winehouse was obviously a very iconic singer. She was a rising star, beautiful voice, extremely talented, very unique. Loved her whole entire style. She had like the big 60s hair, the heavy 60s mascara and eyeliner. Very, very iconic look. I loved Amy Winehouse. Her biggest hit was Rehab. So they are making a biopic of her life, and it's called Back to Black. It is directed by Sam Taylor Johnson, who also directed 50 Shades of Grey. The script was written by, I'm going to chop up the last name, Matt Greenhalgh. He wrote Nowhere Boys, which was a biopic of John Lennon's childhood. The movie Back to Black has the full support of Universal Music Group, Sony Music. I'm assuming these are the people that own the copyrights or who are part owners of Amy Winehouse's music. And it also has the full support of the Amy Winehouse estate. So if you're interested in Amy Winehouse, a movie is coming out about her life. I'm not sure exactly when, but be on the lookout for that. Moving on to Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea was a rising female rap artist. She's from Australia. She had a couple of hits with Ariana Grande and I don't know whoever else. not really into her music, but they did play her music in heavy, heavy rotation at one point. Well, she's joining OnlyFans. Now, why is that significant? Because Iggy Azalea had gotten on Twitter and had proclaimed that she would never, ever, 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 ever do OnlyFans or join OnlyFans. She says it's not my cup of tea, but congratulations to the baddies that are on OnlyFans, but it's just not my thing. I would never do it. Well, here we are, 2023, less than a year later, because she made this announcement on Twitter in 2022. So here we are, the very beginning of 2023, and she has joined OnlyFans. And she has joined OnlyFans to promote a mixed media project called Hotter Than Hell. And it's music, it's pictures, it's a book, I think, as well, a whole bunch of stuff. If you want to pay $25 a month, you will have access to this mixed media project. Let's talk about OnlyFans real quick. OnlyFans generated $4.8 billion in gross revenue in the fiscal year of 2021. Out of that $4.8 billion, $3.86 billion of that was kept by the creators of OnlyFans. So people are making real money over there. In 2022, Iggy Azalea sold a portion of her recording and publishing catalog to Domain Capital Group for 8 figures. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Iggy Azalea, I don't know how seriously anybody can really take her. She was popping for a hot minute, but then she just kind of fizzled out. Then she had a baby. I don't know about who. Then she got accused of cultural appropriation. I don't know. But evidently somebody saw that she was worth at least $10 million because they bought a portion of her recording and publishing catalog for at least $10 million. And she said that she would never have to work another day in her life. But here we are. She's on OnlyFans now. She said that OnlyFans gives her the platform to be free, creatively free, where she can do whatever she wants. She's not restricted. She's not limited like she is on other platforms. Moving on to Marvin Gaye III. So Marvin Gaye III, the son of the well-known singer, internationally known Marvin Gaye. Let's Get It On, What's Going On, etc. He is under investigation for assault after pointing a gun at his cousin in his LA home. So evidently Marvin Gaye III was having an argument with his wife and his cousin. Things got out of hand. He pulled out a gun, pointed it towards his cousin. The cops were called. By the time the cops showed up at his LA home, I think it was in Calabasas, he was gone. He got into his Corvette. He was out of there. But they are still investigating the claim. Now, Marvin Gaye III, he became kind of well known on his own when him and his family sued Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke for sampling his father's song for their Blurred Lines hit. So they took music from Marvin Gaye II, from his song Got to Give It Up, and they sampled that in Blurred Lines. It was a huge hit. I mean, that they played that song so many times, you got sick of it. A good song, but it was very much overplayed. So Marvin Gaye III and his family took them to court. They won, and they got a $7.4 million judgment, but that was later reduced to $5.3 million. Marvin Gaye III, what's going on? You have all this money, and more because, you're the son of Marvin Gaye and the owner of his estate, and I'm assuming a lot of his music. Why are you pointing guns at people? And why are you running away from the cops in your Corvette? What's happening? What the hell is happening? Thank you so much for joining me. That's all I wanted to talk about. I really do appreciate you spending your time with me. On your way out, please do not forget to rate the video if you like this content. Please subscribe, and I will definitely talk to you later. Bye.